The characters are homespun, granola sweet, sometimes a little feisty, but always honorable, hard-working small-town folks. The plot centers around a 60-ish priest who finally has, quote, succumbed to marriage, only to find it makes him very happy. As you can see, These High Green Hills is a different kind of book. It's the third in a series by Jan Karen, a one-time executive in the ad game who gave it all up to become a writer. Jan, good morning. Happy holidays.
Good morning and happy holidays to you.
I want to get into the plot in a little while, but let's talk about how you came to be at this place in your life. You were an ad executive making good money. You had security. You had all the benefits, and you quit. Why?
Well, because I had to. I wasn't living my dream. Since I was 10 years old, Matt, I wanted to be a writer. In fact, I knew I was going to be a writer, an author, I should say. And then, of course, I was a writer for many years in advertising, but it wasn't satisfying my heart. So at the age of 51, I stepped out on faith. I'd prayed for 2 years about it, like if the door opens, I'll step out. It did. I walked out, never looked back.
You picked up and you moved to a very small town.
Yes.
Did you have, you say you never looked back. Didn't you ever have second thoughts?
I promise you, never.
Really?
Really?
Even when the writing was not coming as quickly as you thought it would come?
And believe me, it wasn't coming as quickly, but no, I just knew that I had to do it, and I was so sold. I had such a passion for wanting to write books because they'd given me such joy as a child.
I'm sure you laid awake at night.
You got it.
Saying, you know, when is this going to start to flow? When is the typewriter going to start to hum? Where did you settle, or when did you settle on these characters and these stories?
If anybody had ever said to me, you're going to write books about a clergyman, I would have said, you've got to be kidding. I don't even know anything about clergymen. But it just came to me, and the story sort of started telling itself to me, sort of unfolding, and I just followed the story. And that's still true.
Is he... This is Father Tim we're talking about.
Father Tim, yes.
Is he different, in your opinion, than other members of the clergy that are often written about?
I think ever since Elmer Gantry, and maybe that was in the 40s, I don't remember, but that painted a very dark picture of the clergy, and that's been the fashion ever since. I think this is the first nice guy in the clergy that's been written about in a very long time.
He's 60-ish?
60-ish.
He has been married now.
Yes.
Why does he find it so fascinating and so inspiring?
I think he's deeply romantic. He loves Wordsworth, for example. He's a very sensitive man, and he never dreamed, you know, he married the priesthood, he married the Lord, he married his calling. And this woman, this wonderful, sort of unbuttoned, vivacious woman comes into his life, and he becomes very afraid of his feelings. He wants to stay buttoned up, but he can't. And he's happy because he's never experienced this kind of joy.
Father Tim and the other characters, they live in the town of Mitford, okay? Where people's values are right, where everybody is good, where life progresses as it should for the most part. Is that at all realistic, that town?
Well, actually, everybody isn't good. There's a villain here and there. Well, I tell you what happens. They simply live by old values, Matt, which still work. The old values really do still work, and the people in Mitford still care about each other. I know New York is a very big city, but you have your neighborhoods that are really Mitfords. There are Mitfords everywhere. I live in one.
You see, but New Yorkers would say that's a little difficult for us to understand because I live in an apartment building and really don't know the first names of the 4 other people on my floor.
But you want to, don't you?
I guess you do. And is that the point, that this is a way for people to escape to those places, even though they may not find them in their daily lives?
Yes. What I try to give my readers is a sense of consolation. Consolation. I want to make them laugh, and I want to make them feel consoled. So when they put down a Mitford book, they want to go back again. So,
is this a case, then, of you having these same beliefs and these same values, or is this a case of you being savvy and knowing what will sell books?
No, I never even thought about that.
Come on.
I promise. I didn't even know what would sell books, frankly. I mean, they told me that, you know, really vulgar language and maybe sex, rape, and incest. I don't know.
Somehow I can't see that sort of thing coming out of you.
It just doesn't work for me. And so I just wrote simple books, and people love them. There are 300,000 Mitford books out there, and I get hundreds of fan letters, and I'm as astounded as anybody.
How long can you write about this guy in this town?
I don't know, but Viking, my wonderful publisher, just gave me a contract for 3 more. So, you know, the ordinary life, Matt, is so extraordinary, and that's what I want to write about.
I had a chance to talk to another author recently, James Patterson.
Oh, yes, from advertising.
And I'm curious about that. What is it about that background in advertising that allows you to feel that great connection or sense that great connection with the audience?
Well, you know, I don't know, but the Salman Rushdie, Peter Mayle, James Patterson, what is with us? We come out of advertising.
Yeah, what is with you?
We're dying to do something that lasts more than overnight.
Apparently you have. Jan Karen, the book is called These High Green Hills. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Nice
Matt.
to meet you. We're back in a moment with more on Today right after this.